Number one radio station. In the mix. And we ain't stopping. And Diamond 88.7 FM.
In the finest city of Illinois.
The major talking points in Nigeria are always on the lips of the citizens.
What's going on in this country? Look at smaller countries taking lead, and you call yourself giant of Africa. Yeah.
For my business too much. Nigeria is too hard for us. I mean, I want to kill us. Why not kill us for Nigeria? Please help us back them.
They should reduce their expenditure so that they can free enough money for social development.
I wish for a Nigeria where we elect a leader based on competency and not popularity.
On the Diamond Breakfast Show, we place the spotlight on the critical issues in the country.
Government that says they are broke can prioritize construction of an additional runway over education of the people.
How can a government, how can you hold Indomine? It's intolerable. It's provocative.
Now, you see, when you look at our democratic journey, we are yet to practice the new democratic system in Nigeria.
Join us on Mondays to Friday on the DVS from 9 to 10 a.m. The Diamond Breakfast Show, amplifying the voice of the people. From the studios of Diamond 88.7 FM in Loring, this is the Diamond Breakfast Show.
Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Kwara. You're tuned in and listening to the Diamond Breakfast Show, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, your shining supreme station. Welcome to another beautiful edition of the program. If you're just joining us for the first time, this program comes to you Mondays through to Friday at 9 a.m. This is where we discuss topical issues, topical stories making the rounds in the news. We take a look at its implication on Nigeria, on the economy, on security, on agriculture. We talk about all the stories. As long as it affects us as a people, we'll bring them forward and make your voices heard on the program. Welcome to another wonderful edition. My name is Bisola Uduwole Suleiman. And this morning, we're taking a look at a couple of stories. First is on the political scene, the ongoing legal and political crisis within the People's Democratic Party, PDP, which used to be, Nigeria's main opposition party. But right now, there's a lot going on in the party, and it's quite disturbing. We'll be talking about it this morning. Secondly, we'll take a look at a disturbing video, very viral video showing children soldiers dressed like fighters, and it has raised concerns about child abuse, about, there's also a new report, United Nations warning about the rise in attacks on schools around the world as well. We'll look at the implication of this, how insecurity has affected us, what this could do to the children, and its, future implications on the nation as well, and what can be done, how we can ensure that children are not recruited by these terrorists to start causing havoc in our society. And finally, we'll take a look at the global conflict involving the United States of America, Israel and Iran, and how the crisis is already affecting Nigeria's economy. I know a lot of us are already feeling it, but if you haven't heard, well, we will be talking about it this morning. We'll give you more insight into the entire story and how it has affected us. Some would say, Nigeria is far away. What is our own? Well, we're feeling the impact at this point in time. Welcome to the program. Joining me this morning, I have my colleague from the News and Current Affairs Department. This gentleman knows a lot about, these stories. They're at the forefront of a lot of these stories. I have Mr. Abiodun Akinwumi in the building. Good morning.
Good morning, Bisola, and it's nice to be here back again after a long time on DBS.
Yeah, it's good to have. That's true. It's been a while. They're always dragging him on Ba Wa Dasi and the sports show, but hey, we had to bring him forward today.
Thanks to the management for this opportunity.
All right, thank
it's
you
nice
so
to be
much.
here again.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. Now, what we're talking about this morning is a very critical story, for our political scene. The 2027 elections is on the way, and we have the APC, we have, the Labour Party, we have the PDP, we have the ADC. And PDP used to be one of those parties that, would put either the ruling party or every other party on their toes. But right now, the crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party is something to look at and something to talk about. And let's take a look at how this can affect their chances in the 2027 elections. Now, Nigeria's main opposition party, the PDP, is currently facing serious internal crisis. The latest development showed a Court of Appeal ruling, which upheld a ruling affecting the party's national convention that was held in Ibadan. The convention was meant to settle leadership disputes within the party. However, former Jigawa State Governor Sule Lamido challenged the process in court. He argued that the process leading to the convention did not follow the party's constitution and that some stakeholders were excluded from this. The court agreed that there were procedural problems and ruled that the PDP could not proceed with or rely on the outcome of the convention without properly addressing the issues raised in the case. Now, the ruling has created uncertainty within the party, leadership and internal structure. There's been a lot of reactions to this particular outcome, this, court ruling. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Nyesom Wike, reacted by saying that the law has spoken and that the party should respect the court's decision, while some other members of the party are saying, Nebo, we will go to the Supreme Court and then challenge the decision of, the appeal court. What are your thoughts? Some would say that, did you see this, these issues happening? Did you see this coming after the convention that happened in Ibadan? And then how should the PDP also react to this? Because the crisis is affecting them right now. We have the governor of Zamfara State defecting to the APC. And there are also reports that some governors, some more PDP governors might also be leaving because, of course, their political future is at stake at this point. Now, did you see all of this happening after the convention that happened in Ibadan? And how should the party leaders, how should, stakeholders in the party react to this? Should they still proceed to court or, take it, take the judgment for what it is and try to settle in between them?
Well, I don't think the other faction will accept this ruling. Because even the other chairman yesterday said they are not accepting it and they are going to the Supreme Court. Okay. But the major issue is that the time is no longer on the side of the PDP. We know that this crisis has been for the past 2-3 years. And whether we like it or not, with the new Electoral Act, every party must produce their candidate latest by the end of May this year. So I need their position to the Supreme Court. The judgment may come around that April. And even according to the new Electoral Act, by the end of this month, every party must conduct their convention. Okay. So by the time they had that convention in Ibadan, it was the other faction that conducted that election. And that convention produced Turaki as the chairman of the party. Yeah. But the other faction, led by Wike and other party stakeholders, did not agree. But the last of Seyi Makinde, they want to snatch the party structure from the FCT minister. And that's why they hold that convention that you cannot hold the party to ransom. You are the FCT minister. You are dying with the APC. Leave the PDP alone. And even the state that is control, which is Rivers, is under the control of the APC now. Now, you go for political campaign, the party of the chairman of APC and PDP in your state will be at the rally. So whether you are going to be here or there, let us know. But the main the one that are carrying the brunt is the PDP. Whether we like it or not, the party may not have candidates in the next election.
Now, how should they proceed? Because you're saying that the factions are still at loggerheads right now. They're still saying, "Oh, I will not take this. Oh, you should take this. You should accept the judgment." What should they do now to ensure that the PDP can still be regarded as a major opposition party in the coming elections? You just mentioned that there's no time. There's no time. Time is against them.
The way I'm looking at it is, even those that are still in the party that have political ambition, they have to leave the party. Because that's why someone like Osun State Governor, I think, have to move to accord. because when there is crisis like this, even thank God that Ekiti now, High Court has said they should recognize the candidate of the party, Oluyede. In Osun, the name of PDP candidate is not on the INEC list because who submit the list. Now, the former secretary Anyawu, his tenure has expired. So they need another convention to produce another secretary.
And the one in Ibadan is not accepted. It's null and void.
It's null and void. So even the party is collapsing, whether they like it or not, unless they say they may not have candidate in the next election. That's why Savannah State governor have to leave the party. The same thing with Adamawa State governor. So PCDP is having 2 governors now, Oyo State and Bauchi State. Currently now, APC is having 32 states.
Wow.
PDP is having 2.
And there are speculations that the remaining governors might also leave.
Any political stakeholder that want to contest the next election, they have to go to another party. Even someone like Makinde, PDP, I'm sure he too is looking for an alternative to move his supporters. Because time is no longer on their side. And PDP is the one that is going to suffer for this. Because PDP is on intensive care units now. They are on life support. So, and the way I'm looking at it is like a parallel line. I don't think the 2 factions they are going to meet because Wike is bent on delivering a PDP to the ruling APC.
All right, at that now.
So, and it's supporting the president to go. So it's like he's holding the party. That's the accusation that Makinde leveled against Wike. That said, don't worry, he is good. Though Wike has denied it, that he's going to hold the PDP ahead of 2027 election, that PDP will not be able to challenge. So with what I'm saying is the only alternative and the only party that can challenge the APC is the ADC.
Okay.
Well, with where it's going, it's not likely that PDP is going to have a presidential candidate.
All right. All right.
Because those standard election that they have had, PDP don't even recognize their candidates. So with this, that's why others are leaving the party. So even those that are there now, they have like 3 weeks or a month to decide whether they are going to collapse with the party or go to move to other party.
All right.
So that they can be on the ballot in the next election. Because the electoral act is very clear. Before you can contest, you must even be in that party maybe 3 months before your nomination. So that's why the lack of article that will leave the PDP. Because they know that they have political ambition ahead of 2027.
And
they know that
it's nice to say that they saw this coming.
They saw it coming because these people are holding tight to the party. Though the last election, those are in support of
But some would also blame the likes of Atiku and, Wike, of course, and a lot of other people to blame them on what is going on in the PDP.
Well, all of them should share the blame, but at least they have left the party. I would have expected those that remain to have come together and build the party.
All right.
Atiku have left. The remaining people gather together. And that's why someone like Seyi Makinde was saying that he expected a 15 minister to rally around and make sure that they relaunch the party. But the way he's doing, his body language shows that he wants the PDP to collapse.
All right.
So that the president can win the second time.
All right, Abiodun, the phone line is already buzzing. Let's take some reactions right here. Let's get your reactions on these stories. When you call in, please ensure that you go straight to the point. We don't have a lot of time on the program, and it would be nice to, take more calls and messages on the program. You can call us on 0913-655-6952, 0913-655-6952. Hello, good morning.
My moderator.
Good morning. What's your name? All right, Godwin. Go ahead, sir.
PDP or no PDP or APC, who knows tomorrow? Nobody except God Almighty. Let us wait and see. Let us wait and see.
All right.
Care must be taken. Let us wait and see.
All right. Thank you, Pak Godwin. Thank you so much for calling. 0913-655-6952. Send us a message on WhatsApp on 0913-655-6864. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? All right, go ahead.
Nigeria politicians sometimes I'll just be one. Surati Saminu is not only a lawyer, but a senior advocate of Nigeria for that matter. He knows that convention cannot stand. Only 16 seats out of 30 attended the convention. That's not the only problem. Another problem is that out of that 16, some did not even participate in the election of the officials. He knows it will not stand. Why not rally some other people, maybe take some from Wiki. Another thing the media are not hammering on is that because says the suspension of Anyanwu, Ajibade and Co is upheld. For Wiki's name was not mentioned. And that's another big question. Wiki was suspended by the party. Why the Court of Appeal upheld the suspension of all those people, Ajibade, Anyanwu and Co? Why the silence over Wiki? God bless Nigeria.
All right, God bless Nigeria. Thank you so much, Mr. Bamdele. 0913-655-6952. This one says, good morning, Bisola. PDP is cursed by Obasanjo when he tore his PDP ticket. Then the law of karma is affecting PDP. Issa Mohammed from Ilorin. All right, hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
This is Officer Mutu.
Officer Mutu, welcome to the program. Go ahead.
Like I always said, it's ambition that is killing all these PDP people. Look at what the last caller at the end said. Saminu Turaki, a senior advocate of Nigeria. You cannot put something on nothing. It's never done. They need a total reconciliation. They should not shy away from it. They should call Wiki and they should sit in on a round table. What is the way forward for this party? Because whether they like it or not, if they did not sit down with Wiki, they are just parabolating around the bush. Let them call this man. Let them call him. What is our offense? What do we need? How can we move this party forward? Because this is one of the largest parties in Africa before. Now this is one of the smallest parties in Africa now. So they should all shift their ambition and put the party back on track before now talking of ambition.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Officer Mutiu. Now, this brings us to the question of, personal interest over, general interest or the interest of the people or the interest of the party. Why do our personal interest overshadow, the interest of the people?
I think it's because of the structure of the party in this republic. Before, during the Second Republic, you used to have the party supremacy because the party members are the ones that are contributing to the party. Okay. But now, the financial situation of the party
has the biggest pocket.
Decide the people that will do it. But the way I'm seeing that the PDP, I think their issue is beyond reconciliation. The way I'm seeing it. That's already already
but
going.
Something can still be done. What if they decide to
when the governors are already going? So we will contest in the next election. Political parties have to do with number.
All right.
The biggest people have the highest people. The highest number. So if by this time you have like 14 governors, 30 governors before, and you're having less than, you have two. Even those two now, if they have admission, they have to leave the party. So what I'm saying is, if they are not settled last year, when the election is almost at our door.
All right. Let's take this call quickly. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Dr. Olayo Kiki, calling from Itakure.
All right.
The government abundantly.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity you give us to be the part of this program. My own view this morning is that I'm very sorry to say this. Please, we have politics and we have governance. So politics is about to get to the government, and government is to govern the masses. So politics have come and gone. Remain the good governance. So, but now, so in their own campaign, they promise us good governance, but now they are still playing politics, operating politics instead of a good governance. So good governance is what the people are expecting.
All right.
So the politics have gone and gone. They should leave the politics and face the governance.
All right. Thank you very much.
Something to say we are expecting a different result.
All right. Thank you for your take. All right. Thank you. This one says, good morning, Bisola. Good morning, our guest. It is unfortunate that the PDP has compromised its existence by refusing to shelve personal interest for the growth and development of the party. All the key players in that party are suffering from various degrees of injuries. Fielding them in any election is a disaster. Compatibility between the warring factions will be very difficult Court to accomplish. That's from Elder Yemi Ashaju. And that sounds like, what you said earlier on as well. But we're still hopeful. Fingers crossed. Let's see what will happen. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll take more on this particular story and then move on to the very disturbing viral video that we saw online. Children putting on uniforms and carrying arms and ammunition. It's sad, but we will talk about it. Do stay with us. It is still the Diamond Breakfast Show.
Kílè gbára máa dáhùn pépéré ni mo ṣe ń lo Gasco. Ìgùnfẹ̀ burúkú àti inú kíkún. Gasco ni oògùn tó dára tó máa jí pépé. Kò yẹ ká jẹun kó má lè digest o. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ àsálàtù, àlàtì àtayọ̀. Gasco nínú bá ti ń kan mí, máa tètè gbé. Relief food comfort. Gasco kò bá lábí àgbàwẹ̀ mi, máa tètè gbé. Gasco antacid, ó dára ká máa lò, bàbá ti jẹ tààrí tàbí ká ṣe é fọ́. Gasco antacid, iléeṣẹ́ Fixing Healthcare PLC ló ṣe. Gasco fast relief full comfort.
Bí àyípadà ò bá sí lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ kẹta, lọ rí dókítà rẹ o.
Better iron and care, be good for your body, yeah. Are you not aware? Polycat the day for there. Now your daily friend, for your blood, if it's 10 over 10. Oh yes. Feel your bed, just do it on fasting test. Blood builder for everybody, healthy body for everybody, Perupina, product of Feeds in Healthcare.
From the studios of Diamond 88.7 FM in Loring, this is the Diamond Breakfast.
Welcome back from that break. It is still the Diamond Breakfast Show. My name is Bisola Oduwale Suleiman, and I still have with me Abiodu Akinwumi. This morning, we're taking a look at PDP and the crisis and the court judgment, arising from, a petition, that was taken to court, the case that was taken to court by Sule Lamido and the outcome of that, and then the reactions following that. Some are saying, the court has spoken or the law has spoken, let's take it the way it is. While the other faction is saying, no way, we're going to the Supreme Court to challenge the decision of the court. What are your thoughts about this? What does this mean for the PDP in the coming 2027 elections? Now, while we're at it, while we're still discussing that, let's take a look at this story. That's the viral video circulating online showing young children dressed in military camouflage and standing in formation in a forest in Borno State. According to reports, about 18 underage children appeared in the video, raising fears that they may have been recruited or forced to serve as fighters by terrorist groups operating in the region. Residents and observers say that the children appear to be very young and were seen celebrating in the video while dressed as combatants. Officials in Borno State say that the children in such situations are often victims who may have been abducted from communities or schools or forced into armed groups. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I'm not surprised by this video, and it's a pity that we are witnessing this in Nigeria. And whenever there's a crisis like this, things like this is likely to happen. Now, Nigeria has been issue of insurgency since 2009. Boko Haram launched their first attack around that July, August 2009. And since then, the issue has deteriorated. Now, they have attacked schools, they attacked villages, and we are even seeing videos that are even worse than this. Look at what happened in Kwara State like some months ago, where they attacked this village.
Yes.
The government said they abducted like 15. Weeks later, the bandits exposed the video. And you see a woman that's even a nursing mother carrying small child. Now, have you heard anything about this? Now, do you have any update about that? This people has been rescued. Now, people that have been kidnapped before, the kind of horror that they witness in the hand of these abductors. Now, this is small children like this. It's something that we should know that happen, because in a situation like this, those bandits, they are at war. Whenever there are shortage of men, they will recruit children because the war must continue. What they want to see on the page of the paper is that they attack school, they attack this, because they see they are happy. So now, but my issue is, how do we allow this to deteriorate to this level? Is my concern. Now, since 2009, it has generated. from attacking military base. Now, 2 days ago now, some military base were attacking Borno State. A lot of military personnel lost their life. Now, it has been happening. They attack school. Even what this picture of Chibok girls, is it not worse than this? Now, we do know the fate of those Chibok girls.
We even heard, stories of some of these girls who were abducted, who later go on to become the wives of the abductors.
Some of them are even
do not even want to leave.
So they are even a suicide bomber
at the end of the day.
Because a woman is easily to be successful as a suicide bomber. Because they will not suspect that he's carrying maybe an explosive. So these are evil that are happening within our territory, and we are keeping silence. People in government, what concerns them now is the next election, how they are going to win. And it's a pity. In 2015, when things like this happening, you see the kind of vote that come from Borno State, almost 2 million. So that's what concerns those that are in power. And it's a pity that it's escalated to this level. And even the one I will see, even those bandits that we saw, those that witnessed their attack, those are not even up to 18 years, some of them. If you see that video on social media, some of them are not even up to 18. Some of them are less than 16 years. And you see what they are carrying. So it's a pity that we allow country to reach this level. In Sudan, in Somalia, when things like this happen, you see children soldiers because the war must continue. And
they need more personnel.
So once they don't see adults, they lose children. And these children are very vulnerable. They attack villages, they kill their parents, they adopt them, they use them. Even they use them as terror, as soldiers like this, they use them as suicide bomber. Because it's for them to penetrate. So that if you see small children, you will not suspect them that they are carrying something like that. So they are soft targets, they are people that they use to perpetrate their evil. And I expect federal government to make sure that it's even a pity because I'm even sort of words. Because children that are supposed to be in school, that are supposed to be the future of Nigeria, are carrying weapons. And they are likely to, and even if those people are not killed now, and they grow up, what are we building?
The psychological trauma that those children are even
now,
going
they are still dead bodies, the kind people that are supposed to be in school, they are going to be built to be future leaders, to be...
How do you even reorientate this kind of children?
To change them from what they are doing. So, and they are the ones that we already see on the video. What about the people that we are not even seeing? They are already in their camp. They are already indoctrinated them into...
Or the ones that have not been indoctrinated, who are about to be. And what do we do about this one?
And these people are even attacking every day. Attacking villages, abducting people, women, children. And the issue most particularly is that whenever there is crisis like this, children and women are the most affected.
Honorable, yes.
I think some of them will even kill the men. They will abduct the wife, they will abduct the children.
From the video that circulated online after the attacks at Woro in Kwara State, we saw a lot of women and a lot of children in that
Some
video.
of them are even crying in the background. Now, those people, have they been released? We are not heard anything about it. We pray they are released as soon as possible. And these are places that government even know. So I expect the Nigerian military to do more. I think the time of intelligence, in time of using technology, I think that will help us because we have been using different tactics before. I think the use of technology, satellite images will help us and even detect our porous border. Because a pity, we cannot allow this to continue. And this is a state that 15, 20 years ago, you can even go and sleep on the road.
Yeah.
Borno is one of the most people's states in the past.
Used to be.
So, and it's a pity that you cannot even go there and sleep with your 2 eyes closed. Before, you can travel from Ilorin to Maiduguri, and you where your car broke out on the road, you will sleep on the road. Nothing will happen. Northern state is one of the most peaceful that you can go even in the midnight before. And it's a pity that that's not to this level, and we pray and we hope that very soon we are going to get out of this thing because this thing is very terrifying, and it's I don't know, it's saddening my heart. That in 2010, even in year 2000, if someone tell you that we can see this in Nigeria, we say it's a lie.
Nobody would
because we don't believe that something that happen in Nigeria, and it's what all of us should put our hand on there and make sure that we curb this evil.
All right.
And I'm not happy.
Let's take some reactions right here.
I'm not happy.
It's heartbreaking. It's disheartening when you see videos like this of young children who should be in school, who should be under the care of their parents, who should, be learning morals and all of that. Now they are carrying weapons. 0913-655-6952. That is the number to call. How did we get here? Hello, good morning.
Thank you, my moderator.
What's your name?
Go back.
All right. What's your name?
From that journey.
Go ahead, please.
It's a pity, sir. That picture rubbish us entirely. Nigeria, Papata, what they're supposed to now, they don't do it. They are not after election. Bible says that the truth exalts the nation. So, no truth. Not truth. Until faith truth. It's a look at their children. Look at their mothers. Look at their parents. Now they're suffering. Look at it now. Look at the best of Nigeria concerning petrol, no petrol. They did concern, they didn't bother. It's after this election 27. It's a pity. It's a pity. It's a shame. If you carry only one single person from American government, they are ready to die with it. They will say only that one soul. But Nigeria, otherwise die in mass. Nothing concern them. Wake up!
Thank you very much, Godwin. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling 0913-655-6952. When you call in, please go straight to the point. Let's make our comments short and precise. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning. What's your name?
This is Dr. Olani from Itakule. I want to brief my comment. I'm very sorry, please.
All right, go ahead.
I'm still on the first topic of this morning on the issue of politicians. So the way I see this, the politicians of nowadays in Nigeria, they are not ready to move Nigeria forward. If they say they are ready to move Nigeria forward, all those political parties supposed to match themselves together with the ruling party to find the solutions to how they will move Nigeria forward. So togetherness is the way out.
All right.
To our success and prosperity.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much. This message here says, using underage as fighters or shield is a crime. However, some of the things happening now has no solution, even if we come on DBS shouting with emotions. We cannot run away from the end-time events. Again, this could be the effect of poor or lack of parenting. The government and the society has a lot to do. It's not about trading blames on the government. ADEYEMI Ashaju. What are your thoughts on this?
Well,
is there no problem without a solution?
Well, there's no problem without a solution. And we'll get to this point not by accident, by some events. And our solution to this problem I don't think there's no solution to this problem. And Nigeria is not the only country in the world. Why don't we feel the same thing in Ghana and even in Benin Republic? All of us are expecting end time. Bible has talked about, even Quran about that will be end time. But it's only in Nigeria that is witness end time.
Should we now,
I will now put our hands and expect this evil to continue. And I don't think this is poor parenting. I think these people will be captured during the attack on their villages, even though their parents will have been killed. But I don't think any parents will release their children to be doing this kind of evil.
Well, he's trying to say that, parents who do not train their children well might have children who would go into crisis like that.
Definitely. Parents, it's not about government, definitely. So any child that you refuse to raise can also end up like this. I don't talk about what are people that are doing talks, that are doing kidnapping, that are nothing to do.
Drugs and
even out of school children. So it's what all of us should do. Any children that is led to be trained, all of us can be a victim of it tomorrow. That should be our brother keeper. And this issue of community police and community development, we should not jettison it. It is getting out of hand. That if you see your neighbor children that is misbehaving, you keep quiet.
We've lost that culture. We had that growing up. Sometimes we even used to fear a lot of our neighbors. Because they will discipline you before your parents come.
But that is, we are listening gradually. When a parent will follow their children to school to go and beat a teacher, that time the child will beat you, report at home. You will even get double. So I think this culture that is going away is what we should get back.
All right.
When we get this back, it will reduce this issue of children, out of school children. It will reduce this issue of vices that is happening within us. Small children get to vices, going to hard drugs, smoking, and this is how we start gradually.
Before you know it,
they will not be going to crime. They will be introduced into a lot of crimes to survive.
All right.
And parents will give back to the number of children that you can take care of.
All right. 0913-655-6952. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Isa from Ilorin.
All right, Mr. Isa, go ahead.
Briefly on the issue of PDP, you see, Wake is reacting on the way he was treated. So it will not be easy for them to settle. The national bank to get the children being used. It's several years of neglect that is causing this. some years back, during the time of this newspaper, Newswatch, they carry information that some people are training between Lord and Bodhisattva some years in the bush, and the government then neglected the idea. They did not take action. If we are saying that public the children they capture from the town, now what about the children they are bearing there? I'm sure right from the time this audience started, the children they are bearing here, they have grown enough to carry guns, to carry arms, not just the children they are capturing. You see, several years of neglect. I don't think we should, the present regime, they need time if they are to take care of these things. Some people say they are campaigning. I was saying they are insurgent, they should not be government. They have the government now. But to receive the campaigning, they have the government. Otherwise, who is going to handle this? To me, there is no need of, let all of us put it together, how this issue can be solved. Because they keep producing there and they'll be training them for this activity. That's much for this. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Issa. Thank you for calling 0913-655-6952. That is the number to call. Let us know your take on this particular matter. How do we proceed from here? How do we get out of this problem? Are we trying to say that this problem is insurmountable or is not insurmountable? 0913-655-6952. That is the number to call. Hello. Oh, all right, please call back. We have this message. It says, this is from Kolade Ayinde from Asadam. Your messages are quite long, but I'll take the ones I can. It says, how could Nigeria compete in instant economy? Okay, I don't know what this has to do with it. The primary source of security is the welfare of ordinary citizens. The government should provide access to basic social services using our commonwealth. Access to these services eases poverty and insecurity. The primary source of government is the welfare of its citizens. Kolade Ayinde from Asadam. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
This is Comrade from Asadam.
All right, Comrade, go ahead.
From advice on this issue we will play this morning, I really greet your guest.
Thank you.
At least our leader, let us join hard together. Because this one will be fishy because I know the APC, I know the PDP. I no go support APC. APC go say I no go support PDP. Now know this problem begin to continue. The job like waiting the apple for Anna where this man get up. Say me them. No say what in Nigeria so the apple they continue say I no care. I no care where the you call the alliance. Call pass all of them. There will no way to do again. So and where sort the apple made they get up that moment. I think all those issues will no go the face. This carelessness and they affect us for this country. Let us our leader get up to start. That's my advice.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for your take. 0913-655-6952. This one says, when I saw the teenagers dressed in military uniform yesterday, I felt embarrassed. None of these teenagers are up to 9 years of age. They're not even teenagers yet. This was by the so-called bandits who have no value for life. It is over to government to give it a stop. Already we are on a keg of gunpowder. Not even the federal government can determine the length and the extent to which banditry would go or even end. That's from Prince Bankole from Owakajola. And Engineer Abdulakim Hussein Akeukewe says, from Agbaji, he says, on party defections, I don't think that should bother Nigerians. After all, the same masses voted out the former party, the largest party in Africa, as at that time. The present government should just change and be more proactive to the yearnings of the masses. For me, no dividends of democracy yet. God bless Nigeria. One more call, and then we move on to the last topic. And this one is very critical as we're all feeling the heat. Hello? All right, please call us back. 0913-655-6952. Send us a message on WhatsApp on 0913-655-6864. When you call in, please turn off your radio or move away from where it is completely. Hello? All right, it is still the Diamond Breakfast Show, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM. Richford from GRA says, Northern kids are already predisposed to any such manipulations. Readily, they can be unpicked on the streets because of the wrong religious mentality that makes the society bereft of family values and much more social values. Unfortunately, it is only children of the poor that this mentality affects, not any kid of the northern elite. It is only deliberate reorientation that can remedy the situation. Almanjiri mentality has got to end. Way to ending street kidding and ending kids' vulnerability to such manipulators. All right. That's from Richford from GRA. Hello. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the phone lines. If you can't get through, please send us a message on WhatsApp and we will take that message. Now, let's look at the U.S., Israel, and Iran war that is currently ongoing. We spoke about it here last week. However, the United States Embassy in Nigeria has warned of possible threats to certain facilities in the country. The advisory said there may be increased security risk affecting government buildings, schools, and other public locations following tensions linked to worsening conflicts between Israel, Iran, and the United States. Now, because of these warnings, the authorities are encouraging institutions and citizens to remain vigilant. So what are your thoughts about this? There's already, a lot of panic everywhere. With this, information, what are we to do with this kind of information?
Well, I don't think the Israel and Iran war will get to Nigeria in time of attack.
Okay.
Nigeria is far from the Middle East. But the one that I know is affecting us is the oil.
All right.
And the kind of business that's flowing, the place not flowing to the Middle East.
Okay.
And any time there is crisis in the Middle East, the whole world will feel effect.
Okay.
Because the energy and the crude oil that come from the Middle East is one of the largest in the world.
Yes.
And it's always a two-edged sword to Nigeria. Nigeria oil will increase, the price of crude oil will increase, and that will make more money. And the other effect is that the price of the crude oil is up and Nigeria will pay more money to buy fuel and to buy gas and to buy diesel.
Now, let's talk about that. In Nigeria, the Dangote Petroleum Refinery has increased the ex-gantry price of petrol to 1,175 naira per litre from about 995 naira per litre some days ago. Now, this, they're saying that it reflects the rising global crude oil prices and replacement costs for petroleum products. Because marketers buy fuel from depots before selling to the public, the prices may increase above 1,200. This morning, I bought for 1,240 naira per litre. I'm even hearing that some are buying at 1,400 in some places. And they're telling us that it could increase further. Now, let's take a look at the implication of this. There's been questions as to how is it our concern? How is it affecting us? We have crude oil. Thankfully, we have Dangote refinery here in Nigeria. So, why are we buying it at exorbitant rate when we have the crude? When we are also now refining? Before now we were not refining and we were importing. So, yes, it would affect us, right? But now we're refining. So, what exactly is the issue? Now, everything will start increasing. People are already feeling it. Transporters in Ilorin, and I'm sure in other places too, are looking at increasing the cost of transportation.
They are already increasing.
The cost of transportation. Now, look at masses we're affected by a lot already. We're struggling to survive as Nigerians. Now this is happening.
Well, I think the major effect is Nigeria federal government is selling the crude oil to Dangote refinery based on the world price.
Oh.
So there's no way it not affect us. And my own issue is federal government allowing the market price to determine the price of crude oil. I don't believe in free markets.
Okay.
Because it will make those capitalists to exploit the people. Now, look at it now. The price of crude oil go beyond $100 yesterday. They already increased the price. Papare. Now, the stock that Dangote had, is it based on $100 per barrel? So, but this is why I expect the government to come in. And if they did not come in, we may end up buying at 2,000 naira per litre. Because whether we like it or not, that was $100 yesterday. It may hit $120 today or tomorrow. Because the crisis is increasing. They are attacked every day. And the Middle East have closed their hair. So that means no flight is going, no flight is coming out. Even their water, they have closed it because of the attack that's coming from front, right, and center.
So nothing is going
in. Nothing is going and nothing is coming in. Even a lot of no flights. So that means we don't know when the attack will stop. So and if it's not stopped, the price will continue to increase.
All right.
Because the other countries that are selling crude, they will increase the price. So, but as the price is increasing, the budget that we did, I think it's $75 per barrel. That is the benchmark of crude oil. That means on every barrel that we sell now, we're having an extra of $25 on every barrel. So Nigeria will make more money. So this is why I expect federal government to come in Are you going to subsidize or you sell crude to private refinery at a subsidized rate? Now, if they are selling $100 per barrel at the world market, the one that's for local consumption, can sell it as low as $80 or $85 to Dangote refinery. That will reduce the price of crude oil. And this is 1,600 naira now. Now, and we have epileptic power supply in the country. So that means that
epileptic. I think we should rephrase that statement. I don't think we have no power supply.
No, some area Amara is epileptic.
We don't have.
In my area, we have like 2 hours a day. We have 2 hours a day. But at least we know that every day is constant.
24 hours.
At 24 hours. So now, those that are in the manufacturing sector, if they are buying at 165 naira to a liter of diesel, they will increase the price of their products. Now, someone that go to market to go and buy food, they will increase, everything will increase. And the effect on the federal government is the price have been stabilized before. The inflation will rise again. So all the gains that we have in the last 3 years will go down. So that's why I expect the federal government, either they reduce the price they sell to Dangote or they return subsidy. Whether we like it or not.
But that's a tricky situation.
They have to do one of the two.
There's a reason why subsidy was removed in the first place. Do we want to go back there?
We have to go back because if you are buying at 2,000 naira per liter, because we don't know when this thing is going to end. They have started now. It's not up to 2 weeks now. It's not up to 3 weeks.
And just every nation is feeling.
And from 800, we are going to 1,175 now. So if we go to 2-3 months, what are we going to do?
All right, let's take some reactions. Let's hear your thoughts on this particular one. How do you think the government can, proceed? Yes, we want to make more money as a country. Nigeria wants to make more money, but it is affecting us as Nigerians. We have a refinery here, although a private one, and then, we also have the crude, but we are buying at exorbitant rates. What can be done? Hello? Hello? Hello, good morning. What's your name?
Good morning.
What's your name?
Omaila.
Omaila, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, I just want to come in on this fuel issue. I think what your guest just said is bringing back subsidy. I think we don't have to go back there.
Okay.
But talking of selling to Dangote, this crude is, we have crude and we have refinery as said. So if you are selling to Dangote at that former price, and you are selling that crude to other buyers coming from outside at the what price, I think automatically they subsidize that product for Nigerians.
Okay.
Yeah, if they should sell to Dangote at that price that we used to talk to before, yeah, they subsidize the price of products to Nigerians. And
right.
Come to think of it, this transport business, your guest said something about Dangote has crude in excess before this actually came up. It won't sell at that normal price. It won't. Because if he's going to buy again now, he's going to buy at this current rate. And he's going to need more money to buy at this current rate.
Okay.
That's just the effect of this figure. That's what I think about it.
All right. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, talking about that particular analogy, I always have issues with it.
Okay.
This phone is 5,000 naira, and you have 20 of it in stock. And then you now hear that they started selling it for 15,000, and then you sell your old stock for 15,000. It's surprising, but a lot of business analysts come here to, explain it. But I still do not. It's confusing to me.
It's confusing to me because some, I know some retail shop that they don't increase the price until they get the new stock. So that's what they are making profits. And my analysis is in two ways: either government subsidize the price they set to Dangote, or they reduce or they introduce first subsidy. The analysis is very simple. We are producing like 2 million barrels per day.
Okay.
Down to the refinery is like 500,000 barrel per day.
Okay.
So if you are selling 500,000 barrels to Dangote at a cheaper price, 1.5 million barrels orders, we sell it at the world market price. So it's a win-win situation for the country.
Okay.
So the government will make more money and Nigerians we know how to pay more money to buy fuel.
All right, Nigerians will be comfortable. Good morning, presenter and the guests. Those that supported this government to remove fuel subsidies should not complain about the fuel increment. Who is Dangote? The Nigerian government and others. Dangote is a group of company. Who are the people that invested in Dangote refinery? Engineer Abdul. Yes, sir. Let's take this call. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Well done, Shegun from Jihari.
All right, go ahead quickly. We have 30 seconds.
Okay. I want to talk on the ongoing U.S. Israeli war.
Iran.
Iran, yeah. So there is no how that war can affect Nigeria.
Okay.
There is no how the fuel issue, can affect Nigeria, because I can call it is a scam. Simply because on Saturday on Al Jazeera, one of the Iranian governors came out and addressed people that the shortage of the oil they have there is going to be addressed within 3 days. That is where the ongoing war is. But I don't know where it can affect us here. So it's supposed to work for us in our favor, because they are selling crude oil. We have refinery. We have crude oil here. So in which way the war in Iran there can affect us, can be affect us? I don't see. I don't see.
All right.
So and again, Dangote issue. We can't be telling Dangote to sell his own market at so price, because he's not an elected officer. We voted for Mr. President. It should be the person, it should be the someone that can to fix this thing for us.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your take. We appreciate it. This one says, the war is affecting us because according to one caller, during the Yoruba version of this program, that Dangote is not getting enough crude from local sources. That's from Nigeria. It has to import. Let's pray the war ends soon. Isa Mohammed. Okay. And then next one says, on the issue of fuel price that keeps increasing day by day, I don't know, maybe Mr. President has bought us all. Mr. President promised us that he's going to fix our refinery if he removes the subsidy. But till now, none is working and workers are there receiving salaries and no one is talking nor protesting against this inhumane act by our leaders. Wickedness of the highest level. We have oil, we have refinery, and we are following global price, but not following global price on salaries and also amenities. Chifadipe Abolari from Yakuba. And he says, on the issue of children carrying weapons, I'm not surprised because this country lacks good leaders that can put a law that works for the country. The only law they can pass is the one that favors politicians alone. The problem started from parents giving birth to a number of children they can't cater for. You see them dumping children, and those children are the problem of this country. Last one, we have this one. It says we can be affected by the war between Israel and Iran economically and socially. It is true we have crude, but what percentage of the crude oil is ours? Our oil, if you don't know, has been sold in advance years ago by the previous government. The buyers have more control than the sellers. I hope we will not take religious bigotry into conflict here in Nigeria. Why do we enjoy heaping blames on the government, even where we fail in our responsibility as followers? What has this one got to do with us? ADEYEMI Ashaju. The state governors invest in electricity. Federal government should persuade state governors to invest in electricity, healthcare services, education, internet services through PPP. That's from Kolade. And he says fuel is an obsolete product and a pollutant. We should embrace fuelless technology. Okay. And one last message. Wow. Of what benefit is the acclaimed democratic government of Nigeria? It says, we have sinned unto God and we are reaping what we sowed. Insecurity, hunger, daily hike in price of petrol, daily breakdown of the national grid, injustice, etc. Less than 20% of the total population is enjoying the national cake. God have mercy on the unique Nigeria. Forgive us, bail out the poor masses. That's Prince Bankole from Owa Kajola. We need to go. We don't have a lot of time on the program. Thank you so much, Abiodun Akinwumi, for coming on the show. We really hope that something is done because at the end of the day, it is the masses that bear the brunt of all of this.
The money can't come to work now. You have to pay more.
It's not funny. The government is God bless Nigeria. My name is Bisola Uduwale Suleiman. Have a wonderful rest of the day. The Diamond Breakfast Show continues tomorrow at 9 a.m. And Ba Wa Dasi is coming up shortly. To stay with us.